What's up, Dino family? Hey, I'm coming here today because I wanted to share something with you that I think is extremely important. We all talk, and I've talked about this before, price versus cost, cost versus price. We always want the best job for a cheaper price. Look, I've been doing this, been in this business for over 25 years. And I may not look that old, but as you can see, that gray is really coming through. But I wanted to come to you today because I think this is very important for everybody to understand. We deal with a large variety of different customers and companies and even some home warranty companies. And I'm not going to anybody's name because I'm not going to, I won't throw that on anybody underneath the bus. And I'm not here to do that. What I'm here to do is I want to educate you because I think it's important that you understand that what's going on behind the scenes that you're not aware of. Okay? So let's talk a little bit about your home warranty company. Everybody first thing in their advertisement is we cover everything. They don't. They don't cover everything. Read the fine print. There's very few of them that covers everything. And believe me, it's just like a insurance policy. They're going to figure out ways to get out of paying for it, whatever it is. Now, I will say that they don't pay for maintenance. They don't pay for, lack of maintenance or not taking care of something. And I want you to think about this for a second because would you expect your car warranty company to pay for a new engine that you didn't change the oil in? No, they're not going to. They're going to deny your claim. Well, what's going to happen with these warranty companies is they're going to do the same exact thing. They're going to find a way to decline it, whether it is lack of maintenance, whether it's water damage, whether it's whatever the case may be. Now, with that being said, these warranty companies prey, and I use the word prey, on contractors. Why did I say prey? Because they're looking for the cheapest contractor out there, one that may not even have a license, or maybe he does, or whatever the case. I don't know what all their credentials are, but what I'm going to say is it's a one man operation in a truck that doesn't even have a business name on the side of it. A lot of times they show up there in a pickup truck or a car, or it's not. I mean, they they don't even have a legal business. I mean, an established business. Okay, I talk about that in my book about credibility of businesses, stability, licenses, insurance, all that stuff. Anyways, back to that point is they try to find these contractors that will do this for a really cheap price. Well, this scenario happened, and it just happened, and it's been going back and forth with a customer that we currently have on our maintenance plan. We went out there to find out that a new unit was installed by the warranty company by a different contractor. Okay, and what I'm about to share with you is going to be very interesting because what I'm going to share is this is a 2018 unit, and this 2018 unit was installed, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago. And let me transition into this because this is a brand new 2018 unit. By the serial number, it's 2018. What do we see on this unit right here? The first thing I see when I take that cover off, I see this big black box right there, which is called a hard start kit. A hard start kit is to get the compressor. It's like taking a set of jumper cables and putting it on your battery to jump start your battery. But what they're doing here is they're jump starting a compressor. For whatever reason, whoever installed this could not get the compressor to start up properly. Because of they couldn't get it to start up, they added this hard start kit on here. And they do that to get the compressor to start up. So again, for whatever reason, they found that this compressor would not start in this unit. They added this to it. On a brand spanking new unit, you should not have to add a hard start kit to a compressor. I mean, you shouldn't. It's a brand new unit. Should be no way, shape, or form should that thing had a hard start kit put on it. Now, we do offer hard start components to. It's a potential relay that has a potential relay in it too, but they're compressor savers. They're similar to, they eliminate capacitors, and they use a potential relay based on that. But that they added that to the capacitor, which in turn now adds more energy to that compressor to get it to start up. So that was the first red flag that I see on this, okay? Which puts me in a real concern because now I'm getting involved in this. So we check it, and the customer is probably 2 to 3 pounds low on refrigerant, okay? We identify that, we notify the customer. We said, look, in all honesty, you need to go back to the original contractor that installed this. It was only 2 months ago, and have them come back out here. Well, what happened? That contractor came back out, did a leak search on it, found out the indoor coil was leaking, and then wanted to charge they wanted to replace the indoor coil. So he had the indoor coil replaced. Now, in the midst of this, he contacted us and he said, you know, can you provide me a proposal? Absolutely. I will absolutely provide you a proposal. I did provide him. And we went back and forth in the email, and finally it came down to, he basically said to me, I got somebody to do it for X amount of dollars. And I'm going to share it with you. $1,100. And I said to him, Mr. So-and-so, sorry, I can't help you. There's nothing I can do I can't go to $1,100 to replace that indoor coil. So he went with the cheaper price. Yesterday, I get an email from him asking me that to come out and take a look at his system. And I had to basically decline. I was asking him what his ultimate goal was at that point because he's got a brand new 2018 unit that's got a hard start kit on it. Shouldn't have it. Number two is he had somebody else install a coil and it's still not right. So what I'm about to share with you, which is very, very interesting, is this is what the company did. And this is what happened to the customer. So let me share let me share this with you. This is the side of the customer's ductwork. This is, if you can see, and I know it's hard, and I want to kind of point to it, but I'm probably going the wrong direction. But right here, down in the corner, if you look at that silver tape, look at the holes in the silver tape. What's happening is air is coming out of that. That cold air is coming out and hitting the hot air in the mechanical room and causing that to sweat. This is the ductwork above the coil. You see that ductwork that's right there, kind of got the screw in it? That ductwork's wide open. It's blowing cold air into the space. That is that's an unconditioned mechanical room, not supposed to have cold air blowing on it, and it's causing that coil to sweat on the outside. If we move to this one here, Same thing. If you look at the ductwork, it's wide open. It is blowing the air outside before it's blowing it into the ductwork. So you're getting all this outside air, this inside air being filtrated out all down the side of the customer's coil, as I shared with you in this scene. This is one of his side of his coil. You see the water dripping down. Now, in a hot and humid day, this is the damage it can do. I really, truly want to share this with you because this is why now the customer's calling us. This is what happens. That's the product of having a contractor go out there and do a shabby job. They should have been ashamed of themselves. I mean, absolutely ashamed of themselves. But in order to do that job for the $1,100, that's the way they have to perform it. So again, I ask you, is it cost or price? Because there's a difference. There's a difference between spending something at cost, this is the work you get, or you do it based on price, or craftsmanship, or workmanship. Now the customer, this is no lie, we provided him a proposal, and it was double what this guy wanted. And do you know today he accepted that proposal? He said, I'm sick and tired of this. I want it done right. He could have had it done right in the first place, but now he's either out the $1,100 plus what he has to pay for us to do it right, and we have to go back and do it. Let me explain very simply. Don't go with the cheapest price. I look, this is what you're going to get. Warranty versus no warranty, anything like that, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get a flooded basement. The company's been out there 3 times. The customer's at a point right now, is like, I don't even want you back in my house no more. Because this is the issue. Now, in order to fix this customer's issue correctly, we have to do transitions and ductwork to seal it, to make sure there's no air escaping out. You know, we go back to this picture right here where, you know, the air is coming out the side of the ductwork. I mean, it was just a shabby, they should be ashamed of themselves. I mean, really. And I don't want to say you get what you pay for, but you do. There's no way that a quality company could install that for $1,100. It's impossible. Can't do it. You can't do it. It just can't be done. If it is done, this is what you get. This is exactly what you get right here. You get it leaking air out the side of it, causing the water to run down and causing this to sweat like this. Because all the cold air is coming out of the holes in that tape, in that ductwork that's, you know, kind of bent up. This is very, very poor. Absolutely poor. It's terrible. It's terrible that somebody would do that to a customer. And again, I go back to heating and cooling secrets your contractor doesn't want you to know. I go over this in my book about finding the right contractor for you. I think every homeowner should have this book because it would prevent you from having disasters, catastrophes, or spending money after money to try to get something done the right way. And I'm not saying everybody out there is scamming people. I'm not saying that. When it sounds too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. So with that, guys, I wanted to share that with you because I thought that was really important, that you understand what these contractors are doing. You wouldn't know any difference. If this didn't leak, if this didn't happen to you where the basement flooded like that, you would have never known. He would have never known. But now he's got water in the basement that's infiltrating on his carpet. It's all soaked down there, all from this shabby install. Take it from the D&L guy. Do not, don't base your decision on the lowest price. Because I'm telling you, the lowest price most of the time will end up being the one that is going to detrimentally cost you more money. I wanted to share that with you today. I think that's important. It absolutely happened. It's. I feel bad for the customer, but in the same token, he made a decision to go with the other company because they were cheaper. Well, that's what happened. They were cheaper, and he didn't get the quality and craftsmanship, and the company doesn't have any integrity because they would have, if it did, it would have never done a job like that. Never. Look what it did to the customer's basement with the water. You got a problem, you call the D&L guy. We'll get it resolved for you. I can be reached right there down at the bottom. Subscribe at my YouTube channel, D&L Mechanical Services, or you can send an email to ask the D&L guy at gmail.com. Visit our website, thednlguy.com, dnlmechanicalservices.com, or dnlmechanical.com, and dnlmechanical at gmail.com. There's many ways. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Get updates. Hit that bell so every time I go live or I produce more content and share with you guys, you'll get to see this stuff. So, man, I really feel bad for customers, and I know there's a lot of other customers out there that are doing that, this has happened to. If you're one of those, comment below what happened to you, and if it's something the D&L guy and my company can help fix it, we'll do that. I mean, we're in a project right now with another customer that supposedly had all their ductwork replaced because there was a flood in the house, and they replaced it with non-insulated ductwork, which is a no-no, especially in unconditioned spaces. Whenever you have ductwork going into an unconditioned space, it has to be insulated. So what's happening is that's all sweating in the floor joist now, causing algae growth on the ceiling. So we're getting ready to tackle that project coming up here. We'll see what happens. But the D&L guy will share all of this stuff that we find, because I truly believe that we need to shut these contractors down. We need to say, no, we're not going to put up with this no more. Because I'm tired of seeing people getting scammed and ripped off. I mean, I really feel bad for this guy. He did make a choice, and his decision probably was based on price and not knowledge. And what I mean by that is, because a lot of you are uneducated about HVAC and how it operates and how it works, if you got any questions, call the D&L guy. I'll help you, walk you through it. I have no problem steering you in the right direction. And you don't even have to choose me. You can stay with the contractor that you're at, but if you feel uncomfortable with something that they're telling you, you call me and I'll answer that question for you. I'll tell you if they're legit or not. I have no problem with that. My competitors hate me now because I got the book out there that proves that they're running scams. It's in my book. It's on Amazon. 5-star ratings. Go get it today. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend. I know Friday's tomorrow. I know we're going to embark in it. It's starting to rain here. We're starting to get some of that remnants of Sally down that they were getting there, that tropical storm. So we're getting the rain now. But, guys, be alert of what's going on. Ask questions. If you got any, if it doesn't feel right, get a second opinion. It doesn't hurt to get a second opinion, and sometimes it doesn't hurt to get a third opinion. And if they're all in line with it, everybody should be in line with each other if that is the one main issue. And if it's not, you got to weed out the ones that are not. But if you call me, get in contact with me, send me an email, I'll respond, and I'll give you the facts. I mean, it might not be what you want to hear, but at least I'll give it to you straight. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. I'm not gonna look. I may not be your contractor, and I'm okay with that. Not everybody fits inside that circle. Some of them want a better price, and that's okay. But that's what you get when you get a better price. You get non-quality work, poor workmanship, and the integrity of the company is down the toilet. So, have a great weekend. We'll see you soon. Remember, subscribe to my content. We'll have a lot more coming up here soon. Take care, and have a great weekend.